Peace, peace. It's your guy Mayhem, and I'm back with another On This Day in Black History. February 25th, 1837, Cheney, University of Pennsylvania, located near Cheney, Pennsylvania, was founded February 27th, 1837, making it the oldest predominantly African-American institution of higher learning in the United States. It was originally known as the African Institute, was renamed the Institute of Colored Youth in 1852. The monetary funds to start the institution were bequeathed by Richard Humphreys, a Quaker philanthropist. Humphreys was born on a plantation in the West Indies and came to Philadelphia in 1764. After seeing many African Americans lose employment to more skilled immigrants, he provided in his will $10,000 to start an institution that would teach young African American boys and girls the skills they needed to be more competitive in the job market. Originally located in Philadelphia, the school taught basics such as reading, writing, and math, as well as mechanics and agriculture. Humphreys envisioned the institute training the teachers who would then instruct far more young women and men. In 1902, the school purchased a farm owned by another Quaker, George Cheney, and relocated 25 miles west of Philadelphia. Booker T. Washington served as keynote speaker at the school's reopening in 1905. In 1914, the school was renamed Cheney Training School for Teachers after receiving aid from the state of Pennsylvania. It became Cheney State College in 1959, and in 1983, the institution adopted its current name, Cheney University of Philadelphia. Cheney University of Philadelphia remains a small institution with an estimated 1,600 students enrolled in October 2009, with a School of Arts and Sciences and a School of Educational and Professional Studies. Cheney now offers over 30 baccalaureate degrees, I don't know how to pronounce that word, and a variety of master's degrees in education. The vastly majority of Cheney students are African American. When Cheney University of Pennsylvania was founded, it was originally for African Americans only. The university now accepts people of all races and religions. February 25th, 1842, Charles Lennox Remond, The Rights of Colored Citizens in Traveling. In 1842, Charles Lennox Remond became one of the first African Americans to give testimony before a state legislature when he addressed the Committee of Massachusetts House of Representatives investigating discrimination in public transportation. Here, Remond contrasted the absence of discrimination in his travels in Europe with his rude treatment on public transportation in and around Boston. February 25th, 1870, Hiram R. Revels of Mississippi was sworn in as the first black U.S. Senator and the first black representative in Congress. February 25th, 1920, James Lloyd Jackson was born in Lakeland, Florida, to Essie Mae Holly and Amos Jackson. February 25th, 1928, one-man show of art by Negro, first of kind here, opens today. Read the headline of a front-page article in the New York Times on this day. The article announced the opening of Archibald J. Motley Jr.'s show at the New Gallery on Madison Avenue. This was the first time in history that an artist had made the front page of the New York Times, and it was the second one-person show by African-American artists, the first being Henry O. Tanner. African scenes, voodoo dances, and African-Americans at leisure were themes presented by the artist. February 25th, 1948, Martin Luther King Jr. ordained as a Baptist minister in Atlanta, Georgia at age 19. 1964, Nat King Cole dies, the singer with the golden voice. Also, February 25th, 1964, Muhammad Ali defeated Sonny Liston for heavyweight boxing championship. February 25th, 1965, Veronica Webb was born. She is an African-American model, actress, writer, and television personality. Webb was the first African-American to have a major cosmetics contract when she signed with Revlon in 1992. Webb also appeared on the covers of Vogue, Essence, and Elle magazines and had the opportunity to be on the runway for Victoria's Secret and Chanel. Webb was born February 25th, 1965 in Detroit, Michigan, to Marion Webb, a registered nurse, and Leonard Douglas Webb, an electrician. Growing up, she identified with magazine models and women involved in the fashion industry. She also enjoyed comic books and dreaming initially of becoming an animator. She attended Detroit Waldorf School, a private institution located in the historic Detroit Indian Village neighborhood, where she graduated in 1983. After graduation, she moved to New York City to study design. She met a makeup artist that saw her in a boutique and encouraged her to drop out of school and become a model. She pursued her modeling career in New York City and eventually became a spokesmodel for the cosmetics giant Revlon. Webb, at the age of 27, was the first black model to win an exclusive contract for a major cosmetics company. In 1991, she made her film debut in Spike Lee's Jungle Fever. Her other film credits include Spike Lee's Malcolm X in 1992, The Big T's 1999, and Someone Like You in 2001. Webb also had a reoccurring role on the television show Damon and appeared on Just Shoot Me, Becker, and Clueless. In 2006, Webb appeared in the independent feature film Dirty Laundry. Was named American Vogue's Best Dressed list 3 times. February 25th, 1975, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad dies. Elijah Muhammad was an African-American religious leader of the Nation of Islam, a religious movement based on the principles of Islam, focused specifically on black Muslims. His birth name was Elijah Robert Poole, and he was the 7th of 13 children born to William and Mariah Poole. His parents were Baptist sharecroppers. He only received formal education up till 4th grade, after which he left school to work in sawmills and brickyards to provide for his family. This was a time marred by racial oppression, and Muhammad and his family felt the brunt of it. He married Clara Evans, with whom he eventually had 8 children. February 25th, 1978, the death of Daniel Chappie James Jr., 58, retired Air Force general and the first black promoted to 4-star rank at the Air Force Academy in Colorado. February 25th, 1980, Robert E. Hayden, poet and poetry consultant to the Library of Congress, dies. February 25th, 1987, NAACP leader Edward Daniel Nixon dies. Former president of the Georgia NAACP died at age 87 on this day in 1987. He was 87 in 87. That means he was born in 1900. February 25th, 1989, Mike Tyson wins heavyweight championship. Boxer Mike Tyson becomes the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world by defeating challenger Frank Bruno of England. February 25th, 1991, first African-American woman to die in combat in the Persian Gulf War. Adrienne Mitchell, first African-American woman to die in combat in the Persian Gulf War, is killed in her military barracks in Dhahran, Saudi Arabia. In 1998, February 25th, R. Kelly's hit single I Believe I Can Fly wins Best Male R&B Vocal, Best Song Written for TV or a Movie, and Best R&B Song Grammy Awards. 1999, February 25th, white supremacist John King, one of 3 white men accused of chaining James Byrd to a pickup and dragging him along a Texas road until he was decapitated, was sentenced to death by lethal injection. If his death penalty was carried out, he will be the first white Texan executed for killing a black since slavery ended. He was executed in 2009, 10 years later. Quite some time, but I got it done. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. February 25th, 2006, Gabe Medhin, Seagay, also called Seagay Gabe Medhin, same thing, just backwards, was born August 17th, 1936 in Boda near Ambo, Ethiopia. Died February 25th, 2006 in New York, New York. Ethiopian playwright and poet who wrote in Amharic and English. Considered one of Ethiopia's leading poets, his English poetry appeared in Ethiopian journals and was included in several anthologies of African poetry, including New Sum of Poetry from the Negro World. A prolific poet, he wrote about a wide variety of subjects, including Ethiopian history. Seagate was also a noted human rights activist, and he traveled widely to promote Ethiopian culture. And that is today, February 25th in Black History. Make sure you like and subscribe, comment on the videos, check out some of the other videos I've done up until this point on this day in Black History. Stay tuned for more. Appreciate it. Happy Black History Month. Peace.